there, my name is Linda Jo Martin, the Book Lady, and I am going to talk to you today about the 2018 PopSugar Reading Challenge. This is my third year with the Reading Challenge, and there's 50 prompts on the list this year. I don't want to put all 50 prompts in one video because that would just be too much. I would rather just go slowly through this list and be able to talk about each book as I tell you about it. So I'm only going to tell you about the first 10 prompts today. Number 1, a book made into a movie that you've already seen. You know, usually I do like to read a book before I go see the movie, but in the case of Pride and Prejudice, I have already seen a movie and I've never read the book. So I would like to read Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I've never read it for some reason, never got around to it, and I hope that 2018 is the year. Prompt number 2, true crime. I don't usually read true crime books, but I am going to read, hopefully, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. And I say hopefully, I think this is really going to happen because I already bought this book and I have it waiting here. I bought it at a local secondhand store, so got lucky there. It's a hardback too. Prompt number 3, the next book in a series that you have already started. The series that I have already started is Gilead. I guess it's a trilogy of books by Marilynne Robinson. I've read Gilead, and the next one is Home, and then after that there's another one called Lila, so I'd really like to read them both during 2018. We'll see what happens. I have a lot of books on my reading list this year. Prompt number 4, a book involving a heist. I would like to read The Gardner Heist. It is a nonfiction book about an actual art theft. One of the paintings that was taken was one that I especially like, and it has never been recovered. Number 5, Nordic Noir. Often I read along with the people at the PopSugar Reading Challenge Goodreads group, but for Nordic Noir, they chose The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and I've already read that entire series, so I decided to choose something different. It is going to be The Snowman by Jo Nesbø. I have never read anything by this author before. I don't know what to expect. Seems kind of strange to me, but I'm going to give it a try. Number 5, a novel based on a real person. I have chosen to read Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. This looks like a real tearjerker, actually. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think it's going to be sad. The woman was convicted of a crime. I don't know if she's innocent or not, but she is convicted and she is scheduled to be put to death. So this story takes place in Iceland, and I think it's the location that really attracts me to this story. Prompt number 7, a book set in a country that fascinates you. I'm going to go straight to my roots. I'm like about a third Irish, and I would like to read Ireland by Frank Delaney. Number 8, a book with a time of day in the title. I have chosen The Bay of Noon by Shirley Hazard. I don't know much about this book except that it was originally published, I believe, back in the 1970s, and this is a republication of the book. So I figure if it's good enough to republish, it must be good enough for me to read. I have no idea what it's about. I guess I'll find out when I read it. Prompt number 9, a book about a villain or anti-hero, and I have chosen to read It by Stephen King. I have not read much Stephen King. I read his writing book a long time ago, and I've read The Green Mile. Other than that, I really haven't read much of Stephen King. So I'm hoping that this book fits the qualification for a villain or anti-hero. I'd like to read more Stephen King, so this is my big chance. Prompt number 10, a book about death or grief. I have chosen The Life We Bury. I don't know much about it. I'm really attracted to the cover. It reminds me of the place where I used to live in the Klamath River Valley. I lived in sort of a cabin type of house. And snow, of course. Well, I'm surrounded by snow here in North Idaho, but we had snow there too. Anyhow, the book is about a dying Vietnam War veteran, so it doesn't sound very cheery, but it does have a cover that's really very beautiful to me. So that's it for my first 10 selections for the PopSugar Reading Challenge for 2018. There are actually 50 different prompts on this list, and I knew that if I did all 50 in one video, I wouldn't be able to do anything or say anything except to read off the titles, and I don't want to do that, so I'm going to have to make a series of videos about the books that I chose for 2018. Well, that's it for me today, and I do hope that you're having a lovely day with a good book. Talk to you in the next video. Bye.